Hello, and this is the Warforge, and this is a 2000 point battle report against the Necrons or Space Marines, depending on what my friend chooses. And this battle report has been made on August the year 2013. So in a month's time, in September, when the new Space Marines are released, this battle report will most likely be out of date, but it's only a month. So we'll go to the HQ choices. I'll go through my army list. Then I'll say the roles behind each slot afterwards. So this is the HQ support choice, and this is a Lord with Veterans of the Long War, Mark of Tzeentch, Sigil of Corruption, Black Mace, Jump Pack, Melter Bombs and Plasma Pistol. For troops, I have 10 Chaos Space Marines, 2 squads of 10-man Chaos Space Marines with 2 plasma guns. The champion has a Lightning Claw and a Bolt Pistol. And they all have Veterans of the Long War. I have 35 cultists with 31 autoguns and 3 heavy stubbers, and the champion has a shotgun. I have a fortification, which is an Aegis defense line plus quad gun. For my fast attack, I have 2 Helldrakes of Bale Flamers. I also have 5-man Warp Talon squad, all with Mark of Tzeentch. Heavy support, I have a Forge Fiend. I have a Predator with las cannon side sponsons, a twin-linked las cannon and a dozer blade. I also have a Forge Fiend. I'm not sure if I've already said that though. And I have a Land Raider with a dozer blade. And that takes me up to 1,978 points. So what is the tactic? Well, or strategy? Lord is with the Warp Talons. They deep strike in, causes units to be blind. I know they're initiative 4, unlike a Necron's initiative 2. But they've all got AP 3 Lightning Claws anyway. May as well deep strike them, kill a Marine with the Plasma Pistol, and go crazy with the Lightning Claws. I like Warp Talons, so I'm using them. Chaos Marines, well, they're your troops choices. 35 Cultist Squad, well, Imperial Guard tactics, have them hiding behind, sitting on an objective if it's an objective game. Of autoguns, there's a reason why the las gun is so feared, and so should the autogun, because it's exactly the same as the las gun. With heavy stubbers, which are heavier versions of the las gun, which produce more shots. So that's quite nice. Forge Fiend, 8. It's just bare bones. Strength 8, 8 shots. Lovely jubbly. It's durable, has a 5+ save, has it won't die. Demon Forge is a nice rule. A new addition is the Predator of the las cannons, because AV13 front armour. 3 las cannons isn't gonna hurt against Marines. And a Land Raider, because AV14 never really hurt with 2 twin-linked las cannons and a heavy twin-linked heavy bolter. So that is what I'm using. I will detail my opponent's army list in the next clip, which should be near now. So this was my army list for Chaos Space Marines, and now we shall move on to the actual battle report itself.
Do you want to take my army list and do mine as well?
You can talk about yours. This is the start, and this is 2,000 points. I am fighting the Space Marines. My opponent has a lot of proxies, but that's okay, because everything's easily identifiable. I did leave my cultists at home, so I had to replace with 35 cultists with 10 Chaos Marines with 2 multi-guns and a champion with a Lightning Claw. All Veterans of the Long War. As I say, here's the Forge Fiend, here's the 3 las cannon Predator, here's the Land Raider, here's the Plasma Gun Marines, here's another squad of Plasma Gun Marines behind Aegis defense line, and the champion is wielding a quad gun. There is my reserves, which is the Lord, which goes with the Warp Talon squad and the 2 Helldrakes. busy, busy, busy. And now onto my opponent, the mission, which I reveal after my opponent's army.
Okay, right.
Is that still recording?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay.
Please edit that bit out. Right, first of all, down here we have 2 combat squads, both of which 4 bolters and a las cannon, even though that's an autocannon, but whatever. Objective, don't ask. The other half of these tactical squads, one is in that las cannon Razorback, the other is in that one. Again, sorry for the proxies, but I've only just started Space Marines and haven't bought anything. Hardly. Except that Storm Raven. Yeah. The only thing I have in reserve is a Storm Raven, please excuse that blue tack, with a magnetised Dreadnought, just because I can. My army's pretty much what you see: las cannon, Razorback, Land Raider with 5 Terminators and a Captain. Oh, I've got to deploy him. Chapter Master on his own, Jump Pack, just because.
It's a Space Marine.
The other 2 halves of the tactical squad in the Razorbacks. That's that. 5-man squad of Stern Guard in the drop pod. That's all that there is in my army. Our mission is Big Guns Never Tire. The points are 2,000. Night fighting is in effect. Oh, and I have some scouts over there with a converted missile launcher. Forgot about that. That's everything. We will be back after the first Chaos Space Marine turn.
Okay, so this is Chaos Space Marine turn 1. Because of night fighting, a lot of things did diddly squat. Squat? Squid. Squid.
Diddly squat.
Squats! I said the mystical word that should not be said.
Jesus Christ, get on with it.
But, as you see here, the Forge Fiend fired at the Razorback and did absolutely nothing because of insane cover saves. These guys just moved 4 inches because of difficult terrain, then ran 4 inches because melter guns are so friendly to enemy tanks. 3 twin glass cannons on a pred, failed to do anything even though I got a nice amount of penetrating hits because of cover saves. However, this guy got 1 glancing hit in and suffered a glancing hit because he failed his cover. These guys only difficult terrained 5 inches, yep, because it's 3 inches down, 2 inches across. And these guys did nothing apart from the champion wielding the quad gun, fired at his chapter master and made him suffer a wound. And those were left, that guy was left completely harmless because he's a boss.
It's not harmless, got to that's down on it.
He's harmless to me, I'm a demon machine. And these are written on my turn too. But as far as I'm concerned, I did a squat. Now onto the Space Marine turn 2.
And Space Marine turn 1. Razorback moved from there to there, fired at the Fiend.
Forge Fiend.
And did nothing.
Invulnerable saves!
That las cannon, fired that again, did nothing. Both of those attributed to cover save, to invulnerable saves, yeah. Damn demon. That las cannon won't stand up. But fired at the Predator. Got a penetrating hit, but it was then cover saved. Land Raider zipped up, fired at the Predator, did nothing. Orbital bombardment from the Chapter Master immobilized the Land Raider. Razorback fired over there, did nothing. The drop pod attempted to land behind there, completely failed.
Went off the board,
got mishapped with a displaced, and one very, very, very nice Warpsmith put it all the way over here. So the Stern Guard ran up, disembarked, and then ran.
You're very welcome.
That's the end of my turn 1, and we will
wait. Roll for reserves, may as well put it on camera.
Okay then.
Okay, so Helldrakes, 3+, both come on. The Warp Talon squad comes on. And so we will review turn 2.
I'm basically dead.
Okay, so this is Chaos Space Marine turn 2, and a little bit of product activity, then...
Product.
Yes, product activity, then the last round. This guy decided to fire at the Razorback, did nothing. These guys decided to fire bolt guns into them, did nothing.
No, they killed one Space Marine.
Yeah, oh yeah, killed one Space Marine. Fair enough. I killed a Space Marine! That was 1,000 points gone.
I wish.
Aye. 3 las cannons on the Predator, fired at that, did nothing. Fired at that, did nothing. So that's ready to unload its Terminators next turn. These guys moved out of the building and ran, preferably away from them. This Helldrake that came on the board decided to bale flame the scouts, and indeed they killed all of them. So that was first blood to me. Currently I'm winning by 1 because we both have an objective each, plus 9, and this Helldrake decided to bale flame the Stern Guard squad, in which case it did killed 3, sorry.
3. That's not nothing.
Yeah, that's not nothing. I was about to say nothing, but not. They deep striked. Lord fired his plasma pistol at the Chapter Master and did nothing. And that is it. That is turn 2 of Chaos Space Marines. Does that detonate again or not?
I roll for it again.
Shall you roll for it now?
It does. I'll tell you what happened with that afterwards.
Yep.
And my reserve roll.
Reserve.
Fucking hell.
Fair enough. Ouch.
And I'm going to be table now.
You're not. You've got squad Terminators. I'll just be like.
I know, and I'm playing Marines with 2 Helldrakes on the board. I needed that. I needed to shoot down one of them.
You play with Terminators though, so you've got like, I'm Mr. Badass Squadron here.
I'm not playing Grey Knights, dipshit.
And still Terminator's badassery. But anyhow, this is going on to Chaos Space Marine turn Space Marine turn
Right.
2.
Space Marine turn 2. Lots of things happened. All these Marines fired over there and killed one guy. That Razorback fired its last cannon and did nothing to that. This Razorback fired its last cannon at that Helldrake, took 1 hull point off it, and immobilised it, which you haven't marked.
Oh yes, lock velocity. I'll have to put.
And then it will not die as well.
On my at the end of my shooting phase.
Yes, so that's your next turn.
Yes. I'm in the right ones.
And through shooting from that squad, the Land Raider, the Chapter Master, that blob of Warp Talons, and the Chaos Lord has been transfigured into a pile of broken bodies.
Or just puffed into the wall.
No, smashed up. You don't just take a Thunderhammer and then disappear into the wall.
Yes, you do. You're a Chaos Marine. Smart. You happen to be a Space Marine. Crazy lens.
Okay, shut up. Points at the moment stand 5-4. Both have an objective. My opponent has First Blood. I have Slay the Warlord. And +1 victory point from my own Warlord trait. We will be back at the end of Chaos Marine turn 3.
Okay, so this is turn 3. This guy, the Forge Fiend, fired into the Razorback and caused a weapon destroyed result.
That's why it's now a Rhino with no turret.
Yes, it has no turret. The last cannon is destroyed. These guys fired the bolt rounds into the Marines and killed 1. This guy fired and did nothing, did he?
That guy killed.
No, yes. He killed 2, didn't he? Because of lookout stairs.
Yeah, he killed 2.
Yeah, this guy fired at those. Yeah, the Land Raider did nothing on that Land Raider. This guy fired at these and managed to kill 2 Terminators. These guys also fired, killing 1 Terminator. These guys also fired and did nothing. With all plasma guns, obviously, because bolt rounds don't do much, although I should have had because of volume.
You should have fired everything.
Yeah.
How do I get rid of Terminators?
Lol.
Fire everything.
Yeah, that's on 3 hull points. The Helldrakes, once I actually...
The Helldrake burninated and killed
Yep, that Helldrake burninated the Stern Guard. This guy.
That one burninated the Stern Guard, that one killed the squad of tacticals.
Yeah, this guy's killed squad of tacticals that I thought was Stern Guard, but they're not. They're actually tactical marines. And this guy finished his job that he started last turn and burninated the countryside and those Stern Guard.
Sergeant.
Nothing much from my Chaos Marine turn. So this is Chaos Marine turn 3. Over and out to Space Marine turn 3. Do you want to roll for reserves? Because we may as well count.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
We may as well roll it on camera.
That's a 3.
Hey, fair enough. The Storm Raven is incoming. Ride of the Valkyries, please.
Okay, Space Marine turn 3. Between that Land Raider and that tactical squad, that squad of Chaos Marines is down to a quite small number. That las cannon did nothing to that. That las cannon blew the turret off that. I left that alone. The Razorback without its turret ran away. The Storm Raven flew on, shot down the Helldrake, leaving a rather satisfying crater. That Razorback was going to shoot that, and I forgot to do it. Terminators charged into there, killed 3, including the Sergeant. Chapter Master was going to join them and failed.
Passed leadership test of 5, weren't it?
Yes, they passed the leadership test with a 5.
Same with that squad, passed the leadership test when they got shot up.
Yes, they did. That's all that happened in this turn. Now, Chaos Marine turn 4. No reserves, so I'll be back with a summary.
All or nothing. Okay, so turn 4 overview. Melter Guns assaulted a Space Marine and killed them, and consolidated 2 inches. This guy, well, we'll go over to the Predator, which did nothing. This fired and did a glance. No, the Predator did a glance and the Land Raider did nothing. The Forge Fiend then activated Demon Forge, didn't suffer the loss of hull pointage, and declared...
It will not die.
Yes, it will not die, which doesn't happen. And the autocannons with Demon Forge managed to penetrate the Land Raider 4 times, and it had 3 hull points.
Glance it 4 times.
Glance it 4 times, sorry. So it ended up being a wreck. These guys died, lost combat, and now running away, freeing them up for his turn 4. Oh, jolly good.
Candy, I may add.
No. This guy took a wound from a bolt round from here, and this whole squad fired everything at that. The Helldrake, Bill Flamed, killed a las cannon guy and killed a ton of marines. And that was Chaos Space Marine turn 4. So, moving on to Space Marine turn...
Okay, end of Space Marine turn 4. That guy and those 3 guys tried to kill them, completely failed. Storm Raven shot down his other Helldrake, having claimed both of them this game. Quite impressed. Razorback shot at Predator, immobilised it.
Sure, Predator, you only suffered a glance, didn't you?
Yeah, glance it, yeah, sorry. Chapter Master. Can you see him?
Yes, I've
Killed
the squad.
Killed the remaining of that squad and only consolidated an inch. The captain and his Terminator bodyguard assaulted them. Terminator died. The captain is now on his own.
And the squad leader was watched by bolter fire.
Yes, he was.
See, bolt guns are for real men, as well as auto guns, not fancy pantsy las guns.
I've got bolters as well.
Yes, we're real men!
Shut up.
Not fancy las guns.
That's all that happened. So, Chaos turn 5.
Yeah. Turn 5 overview. So, Forge Fiend fired at one lone Space Marine, killed him. These guys fired and then assaulted at another Space Marine squad, almost clearing them out. He passed his leadership test. That's been left alone. This guy fired into the Chapmaster and killed him with one las cannon. This guy moved 12 inches past his dangerous terrain test and is within 3 inches of the objective. And because it is big guns never tire, even tanks can, as long as they take objectives, as long as they're not immobilised. These guys are basically the lost by one. Yeah.
Heavy support, not tanks.
And well, it says even vehicles can.
As long as it's heavy support, nothing to do with immobilised.
Fair enough. These guys lost combat by one, but passed morale test, and that was essentially Chaos Space Marine turn 5. So it is now Space Marine turn 5. So this is yours. It's recording at the moment.
Okay.
Is it still recording?
Yes.
All right, go on. Go on.
Bloody hell.
Go on.
Right. Top of Space Marine turn 5. Stormraven flew to there, killed the dog, dropped the dreadnought. That is contesting that objective at the moment, due to it being a heavy support choice. Razorback over there killed Predator, and Captain in the corner still defiantly chopping through Chaos Marines. That's all that happened. My opponent is now about to roll for turn 6.
What is it?
It's 3+ game continues.
Does not.
Game does not continue.
So that's contested.
That's contested. That's unheld. That's contested.
No.
Heavy support.
Hang on. Yes. Hang on. If it's flying, does it contest? 'Cause I don't think it does unless it's in hover mode. Because my health rates can't. So that.
Okay. Imperial afterthoughts. Game was good overall. Very enjoyable. One thing I might possibly do differently is try and spread out a little bit more. For me, my star unit was this Stormraven. Took out both my opponent's flyers, and in the end stopped him winning by contesting on an objective. All in all, enjoyable game. Yeah, I've got no idea what to say.
Okay, so afterthoughts for Chaos Space Marines. Well, I personally think, apologies for the wavy camera, that the game was going well. I think I should have fired all me bolt guns into the Terminators as well, and I think I thought about it after I finished me shooting phase, which was rather stupid, but hey ho, we learn for next time. Tactics always get learned. I think this was definitely shown when I was overwatching and I killed the Thunderhammer Sergeant for the Space Marine Terminator Squadron. I think in the next game, if I fight Space Marines again, if he pulls off that build again with loads of Terminators inside a Crusader, I definitely will be bringing Obliterators of Mark of Nurgle. Just deep strike them, 3 plasma cannons to his face, and that should do some damage, as he'll be forced to roll in his vulnerable saves or as a lookout says if it's to his HQs. Everything else, I think, went to plan. Unit of the match, I'm definitely just going to give it to me Forge Fiend. With Demon Forge, he was on 2 or 3 hull points, if I remember correctly, and got 4 6s, so killing it outright. Killing the Crusader outright. Right, and in the many turns have you seen the las cannons fail to do anything. So sometimes you just have to rely on your Hades autocannons and your good old-fashioned massive oversized bullets. Anyhow, that is Chaos Space Marines versus Space Marines at 2,000 points. This was a Warpforged battle report. Hope you enjoyed, and remember, keep forging.